Hi and welcome back. So let's first do a little bit of cleanup because we haven't done it in a while. So we have here still our Scratch file where we kind of usually develop things, and there's still a lot of obsolete stuff that we kind of already finalized. So let's first move these things to more appropriate places. So for example, in the audio utils file, that's where we defined the functions, transform MP3 to wave, and download MP3 and all that stuff. And so everything relevant for that should be probably copy pasted over there and kind of removed from the Scratch file. So what's that? The whisper inference part. Probably let's move it to whisper, and we are still lacking the if name equals main part. So kind of I try to have more or less debugging code or like testing things out code in the respective file. So if I define here the whisper inference file function, then that's also where I have code, usually how I call it, so that I can easily try it out and debug into it if I have to. So this is the download MP3, this is the transform MP3 to wave, this is the crop wave. So let's put all of that here, quickly copy pasting, doesn't necessarily need to run. And here is the whisper inference, which we also could probably then put in this file. Okay, I think here the file name, probably we should just work going forward with our Freakonomics wave file, and here use that as well. Okay, so now that we have done that, we need to commit things. Okay, so first of all, what have we done? So we added some further dependencies, but it seems like we have not yet frozen the environment again. So let's go to the project directory and we have been activate. Okay, and pip freeze into requirements frozen. So let's make sure that this is up to date. And now, okay, we can also see there are changes as well. So I'll add the requirements and the requirements frozen, and we make a commit out of it. Update. Update is always, everything is an update. So what did we add? Do we still see it? Pied up and pandas. Add whisper, pied up and pandas to requirements. Okay, then all of the binary audio files I won't commit. The Scratch file is basically, we moved stuff into the utilities function. So let's add this one, and here's the utilities functions. And whisper, what has changed? Kind of. I don't really see it. I think it's probably just a new file. Not familiar to that interface. I usually work with Emacs here. Okay, so implement whisper, move parts to utils file. Okay, and this is a autosave file. Delete it. Add to git ignore. I can do. Okay. Never mind. Okay, so next thing is we want to implement pyannote. But we've already seen that for pyannote to work, we also need a Hugging Face token. Okay, so let's first do that. And there's a nice package that we can use for that. And the project is already set up in a way because the data science cookie cutter already uses it. So it's the where do I have it? It's the load.env python.env package. Okay, what does it do? Basically, whenever you put things, for example, into the cloud and you rely on certain credentials like passwords on this API or a different API, then basically you usually hand over those credentials as environment variables, so kind of they are defined a bit in the operating system, and you can drag them into your Python code by loading an environment in variable. But I mean, during development, that's a bit painful, because if you want to use kind of a function that relies on credentials, you always first need to export your credentials into environment variables in a dot file. So that's a bit annoying. So kind of this package now provides you a switch, and basically the switches, in a way, it either looks into a defined text file where passwords could be defined, or it tries to get it from the environment variables of your operating system, which kind of means that during development you can have things rather convenient in a text file, and you don't need to export the environment variables every time again once you kind of switch on and off your laptop. But the same code still runs in a cloud environment where you specified your variables in environment variables, which is obviously the much safer way to go. Okay, and kind of that's what we want to use. So we kind of can use this load.env command, and by that we either load credentials from disk or from environment variables. So what we need to do then is, so where should I put it? Let's have it in our Scratch file. So apply pyannote. So first of all, we need to get the access token. So get access token, and maybe which one? Get pyannote access token. And now we need to kind of load it. So I think we need to import probably from .env import load env. Okay, and then load env. And I think now we need to probably, we need to write our variable into a .env file. So this is already part of the repository from the cookie cutter template. So kind of here it is. So let's provide a dummy token for now. So in our Scratch file .env, I'm pretty sure we need to also get the path somehow, .env path, and .env path equals, so where are we, the Scratch file, it's basically here, and the .env is directly next to it. So this hopefully should work. Load.env path, and then kind of the thing is now it's basically written into the environment variable. So it loads the text file and writes it into environment variables. So from now on, import OS, we need the regular code to load environment variables. OS environment, and then get, I think that should do it. .env path. No, that was wrong. So it's the, what did we call it? Something. And then pyannote token. That was, I think. wrong. Okay, it's not like I just, yeah. I need obviously the name of the token and the value of the token. We will then get. And then it's just for the sake of playing around with it. Sorry. Ah. Okay. Let's run that. Let's get rid of the file system here. Okay. No, so okay, did we not install it? Then probably pip install .env. I thought we kind of have it by default. Okay, some errors. I'll stop. So I think I have the problem. So kind of here it says not .env but python.env. Okay, let's try this. That seems to have worked. Then let's load things from .env import. Anything else that I okay. There we have the problem. It's load .env and .env. Sorry for that. Okay. And now we can look at the pyannote token, and it's the correct one. So I will stop for now, because then I copy over the correct token, and afterwards we'll proceed again. Okay. Alright, done. So let's now apply it. So basically, where do I have it? So here we have the Hugging Face speaker diarization page, and from that we can kind of copy paste this code here to check whether it works. Okay. Then we should add a file in models. We should add a pyannote file, pyannote.py. In that we can copy paste this code to get the token. So a bit of a utility function, kind of, to just get the token, but still, let's put it here. So that's what we actually need to do. And I'm not fully sure whether this is a problem now, because kind of we are dependent on the paths. So we should probably make this a input. .env path input to the function. Okay, so here we'll .env path, then from models.pyannote import get, what was the name? Get pyannote. I'm not sure whether this is correct here. Get pyannote access token. Slightly puzzled why it doesn't autocomplete. From source models, okay. Source models, now it should work. And then let's get rid of this. So that's the pipeline. Here the auth token, which is Okay. And the file that we want to tackle is our classic Freakonomics short.wave file. So Freakonomics short.wave, and then hopefully it should work. So let's give it a try. So first of all, a spelling mistake. Pyannote token, okay, and now I think it first needs to download the model, but no module named pyannote. Did we not yet install it? Probably not. And does it need to be installed from, let's see, Python pyannote. Not sure whether we need to install from Git or whether we can just pip install. Okay, pip install should work. So let's install. Okay, might take a while. Then I'll stop in the meantime because it will also first download the model, and that might overall take some time. Okay, we are back. So it did install, and let's give it a try. So whether this here works, and it seems to work, then I don't need that command anymore. But there was another error. Size limit. Okay. Sorry. Let's see. Alright, I basically just had to restart the kernel, so kind of might be a bit tricky if you are in an interactive session and you're updating packages, which kind of are also somewhat relying on each other. So basically that was the problem. So I already executed the code, it runs, and what we get in the end is this diarization object, and we then also write it to an rttm file. We can briefly look what this is. Format. So it's basically a way or a format how the data decodes the time when people are speaking and who is speaking. So let's see whether there's something meaningful here. Okay, rich transcription time marked, and it's basically separated into columns, but only space delimited, not comma separated. So it's got a file ID, so that you could have multiple audio files that result into kind of one file, then channel ID for different audio channels, then the turn duration, speaker type, speaker name. Okay, also the confidence, okay, might be interesting. Okay, so let's see, kind of, we created such a file, we wrote it to audio.rttm. There it is. Okay, okay, we only have one row, probably because in that short period we only had one speaker. So that's the name of the audio file, Freakonomics short, and then it's probably from this second to this second there was a speaker, and it's speaker 0. So I might prepare for the next time a wave snippet where we have multiple speakers, so that kind of this also makes sense here. But for now I think kind of generally the code would work. So what we will do as a final thing, we'll just put that code into our model, and so this should go to the top, and function def, yeah, imply pyannote model. We need the pyannote token, and we need the file. So this should then be fname, and here we should have fname. Let's see, so we apply this token and model, and then we get a diarization. Okay, here we also need to do some cleanup. So let me first copy paste. Okay, and from we also get apply pyannote model, then pyannote model, and get the token, and the file name we need, and kind of writing to file we should do somewhere else. So we return this diarization object, I would say. Should make us a bit more flexible. Okay, so we have token and file name, which we can put in here, then we get the diarization and we can write it to some file name. And okay, that should work. So let me briefly commit it. So scratch file, and so pyannote is new, scratch file is extended, the output we don't need. So here add pyannote application code, and our requirements we also need to update. So requirements, that was the Python.env, and let's freeze the environment. Okay. So requirements and requirements frozen, add Python.env package, commit, and that's it for now. Alright, thanks. See you next time.